What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. On today's video, we're going to install a winch on a utility trailer so we can easily pull up non-running golf carts onto the trailer. No more of this pushing. I just had too many 12-volt batteries. I was thinking, hey, what can we use with one of these 12-volt batteries? Well, let's put a winch on the trailer. That'd be a lot simpler. Why didn't I think of this a long time ago? I don't know. Anyways, today's video is going to be sponsored by Arccaptain. They hit me up and asked me if I could use a welding machine. I said, sure. They sent over a MIG200. It is a 110 or 220 volt machine. It does MIG, it does stick, it does TIG. They also sent over a aluminum spool gun. I work on aluminum golf carts. I want to try something with that. Now, with that being said, I am not a welder. I don't claim to be a welder. And these are the types of projects that I have here. A little bracket here and there. Or I might have another project that we're working on that you don't know anything about, kind of like the gym here. But anyways, with that being said, let's get into today's video. I'm gonna show you exactly what we got and let's get started. So this is the Arccaptain Mig200. We're gonna check it out in just a minute. There was another box I already opened, but it came with this aluminum wire feed gun as well. This one came with this one, so we're gonna check everything out. This is the ground clamp here. This is the MIG gun and hose. This is a 110 or 220 input. In my last welding machine that I've had since high school was only a 110, so that's pretty cool. It also comes with a stick clamp, and this is good because my son is taking welding in high school and they're using stick a lot, so he can practice with that. So these right here, they look like bearings. These are V grooves, U groove. This is a knurled groove here. So when you're setting everything up here, like for steel, you can use the V groove. Knurled without gas, stainless V groove, and aluminum U groove. So that's what those are for. It comes with a couple of different size tips. I'm using 030 right now. This is a little small roll. It comes with the big adapter that you can use as well. And yeah, it's pretty straightforward so far. I like the fact that it has the little light in there, just in case you're working in a dark environment. You can see what you're doing, but pretty cool so far. I have it plugged up to 220 volt. It lets you know right here if you're 220 or 110. I have mine on 220. If you want to plug into the 110, they give you this adapter here to plug into the 110. Okay. Now, I've never used a welding machine that was digital. This one's all digital. I can adjust the numbers up and down right here, but I'm not so sure that I'm doing it the correct way. Now, I am on MIG. I am on using 030 wire. I am not using that, so that's one thing I need to change. I'm using a mixture. All right, so the trailer we're using is a 12-foot long trailer. My late father-in-law built this 25 years ago. When he passed on, I've been trying to take care of it. However, I need to replace the wood in the bottom. That might be for another video. But I use this trailer here when I pick up just a golf cart here and there. And a lot of times the golf carts don't run and I have to push them up. And then when you're pushing them up, you got to be sure that the tires are straight and they don't hit the inside, of the trailer here. 9 times out of 10, I struggle. I'm not gonna lie to you. So I got us a battery box. I got a 12-volt lithium battery. I went today. I got us a Badlands winch. This is the 2500 ATV winch. Got it from Harbor Freight. I got us the top, obviously, that goes here. Now, this winch comes with a wired remote and also comes with a wireless remote. I'm thinking about just attaching the winch here. I had to buy this little bracket here to go with it. And the roller here, it attaches as well. So, all right, went ahead and got my plate, ground down, took the paint off of it, or powder coat, or whatever they had on it. Got it lined up, went ahead and took the frame, got it down to clean metal as well so we can burn in. Got it lined up. I'm gonna come in here as well and I'm gonna burn in here. I need to get a drill bit to run through those so I can plug weld these right here. I'm gonna probably do those first before I burn the sides in, the bottom and the front. So All right, that looks a little bit better there. I'll show you what I did here. After adjusting the gas, that weld looks a little bit better. And I felt like it was running a whole lot smoother as well. All right, that's what that weld looks like. So it did burn it in there pretty good. Man, I'm digging that welder, not gonna lie. Now, like I said, I'm not a professional welder. And this right here, after looking at them online, you know, it wasn't like thousands of dollars like other welders out there. And if you don't do this for a living, I would highly recommend one of these right here welders, especially for the DIYer like myself. So small projects, perfect. Probably don't even need to go 220 on it. Probably just need to go 110 and probably work just fine. I need to start playing around with the voltage and amperage setting as well. I haven't done that yet, so it's really the first time I'm using it, but kind of like it. All right, guys, we got the winch mounted. Got it bolted back in place. Everything is good to go. Went ahead, shot a coat of paint on there as well. Next step, let's get this battery box mounted here. I have it centered up by eye. I don't think I'm gonna just go in there and just completely overkill on this. I am gonna probably put 3 bolts to hold this in here since it is plastic. I don't like all that movement. I got another idea. So I still got a bunch of these Magix brush guard skid plates. I've never sold them, never seen them even being for sale, but took one of the plates, drilled some holes. They're not centered, which the only thing this is gonna do is support it just so it doesn't do this right here as much. And this right here bar should support it on the front. I'm happy with this right here. I think that'll be okay. Back on, that's a lot better. That plate, you can barely see it down there. It really helped tighten up the movement back, so I like that a lot better. All right, went ahead and got the winch wired up to the control box here. The control box hooks to the battery. It comes with a wired controller and a wireless controller. And I wish these right here cables a little bit longer so I can mount this in the box. That'd have been sweet. That'd have been completely out the way. But no, I can mount it here. It's got a waterproof cover. I think this is a waterproof box. Or I could come down here and mount it right in there, right up underneath it. Put 2 self-tappers in there, or either bolt it. It would be good to go. And then we'll take all of this extra wire here and put it in split loom and then run it into the battery box. Try to make it look as neat as possible. All right, so this is what the final install looks like. Everything's mounted. Got the box mounted down there as well. Put the wires in split loom. Got it going into the box here. I think that looks pretty good. The only thing that I don't like is the box. And the reason I don't like it is I can't keep honest people honest with this plastic box. Somebody could just walk up here, take my battery, whatever. You know what I mean? I want to get a metal box to put there. I'm gonna just have to find kind of what I'm looking for. It doesn't even have to be a trailer box. It could just be an old toolbox, but to fit that battery. But that's really what I'm looking for. So it might be different next time you see it, because I do want to add some lights here for when we're pulling at nighttime. But adding a winch to a trailer, huge deal so far. Absolutely love that thing. Works great. And I need to get a cover to put on here as well. I believe it's weatherproof, but if I could get like a, just like a, what's it called? Like a nylon cover, or kind of like the wetsuits are made out of, you know, I might have to see if I can get my daughter to sew me one up, but I would like one of those as well. But that's the finished product. Let's see if it works. All right, but there it goes. I mean, that was a simple project on the trailer. It pulled up my big golf cart. I actually used it yesterday. I went and bought a golf cart and pulled it onto the trailer. And I actually used the winch to hold it to the trailer so I didn't have to strap it down as well. Love that. Another thing is, it wasn't like a huge project, so this is not going to be the last time you see this welding machine on the channel. And with that being said, I'm going to place the links to the welding machine down in the description below so you can check them out and see exactly how cheap they are. So if you need a welder for your home shop or your home garage or whatever, I would highly recommend it. I think it's doing pretty good. Now, like I said, I was using 030 wire, and I'm thinking about going to 035 wire to burn a little bit deeper, but there it is, guys. Appreciate you watching today's video. Until next time, we'll see y'all later. And yes, we will be getting some gym content here soon. And I'm sure there's going to be some questions about the gym. Y'all just going to have to stay tuned. That's all I got to say. We're going to build it.